gonna start doing some of these lives, some lives on here, a lot more. But wanted to talk to you all today about some mindset stuff, mindset, little breath, because you see, if you guys follow my channel, you know that I do obviously a lot of fitness stuff. But what you may not know, I've posted on here several times, but a large part of what I also do is work with people on mindset, on language reframing, and the power of our words, because the power of our words literally it creates who we are. The two most powerful words in the human language are I am. Everything else after that literally creates who you are and what you become, your mindset, your attitude, everything like that. I actually just posted and shared a story on my Instagram channel about how the power of word and actually thought can not just downregulate your nervous system into a more parasympathetic, calm, rest and digest state, but it can actually help you with anti-aging, help you with healing, help you with a lot of different things with regard to your health and wellness. So and there's a lot of buzz around breath work these days. If you don't do it, if you do it, it's great. Like, there are multiple ways to do breathing. The most popular, most people know, is the Wim Hof style breath, where it's really quick and just forceful, which is great in its proper place. But more so, what people need is to calm their mind down and to calm down your nervous system, not amp it up. So more of a calming breath, where you're taking a nice breath in through the nose, the belly expands, the rib expands, the chest stays where it is, and then as you exhale, the belly draws in towards the spine. That drawing in towards the spine, what it does is your diaphragm presses on your vagus nerve, which stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system state, your calm, rest and digest way and state of being. And that's what we want to maintain. That's where we maintain homeostasis, and that's where we want to be all the time, as much as possible. But when we don't know how to breathe properly, we don't know how to regulate our nervous system with breath and then with the words that we choose to use, that's when it turns into more of an issue and we're unregulated. So I was talking with someone the other day. They were asking about how to better ground themselves when they might be like they're tripping out about something, or whatever might be going on in their day. And my friend, it was one of my buddies, he was like, I know Mo's mentioned breath and stuff like that, but I didn't know if there's anything else. And I was like, there is, and it starts with breath. You have to start with your breath before anything else, because if you're in a sympathetic fight or flight nervous system state, so think about this. If I'm starting to wig out about whatever, and I'm like, okay, let me do this process that Mo just taught me, and I'm still shallow breathing through my chest, I can't down regulate, and I can't be present, and I can't do what I really actually need to do, because systemically in my nervous system is still in that fight or flight state. So the very first thing you have to do, and I'm gonna take you through this process, and I'm gonna tell you where I learned it from, and also how I've used it. So if you may not know, I helped run a foundation with my best friend in Dallas for a decade called the Adaptive Training Foundation. It's a cost-free training for veterans and civilians that have been impacted by spinal cord injuries, amputations, Parkinson's, stroke, and other neurological pathologies. And one of the ways that we would help these adaptive athletes center themselves, my role at the foundation, I was the mindset guy. I created the mindset side of the program. We would have the athletes, they would come in for training, and before they would work out, they would come see me, and I would take them through specific breath, mindset stuff, language reframing to get them ready to go train. When they came after the workout, they would come back to me. We would do a similar process with a different breath. But there was a thing that we used. It was a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what it did is it brought you back to the present moment. And because we all have monkey mind and squirrel brain, we're all over the place. And if you start to get anxiety, or you start to have a panic attack, or something really just again starts tripping you out, this is what you do to bring you back into the present moment, into right now, where you're safe, nothing's wrong. And I'll share the story with you. So one of our adaptive athletes, she was a Dallas police officer. Story is her and her partner were responding to a guy with a gun. They showed up. The guy shot her partner. He did not survive. Shot her in the head. She lost vision in her eye, sight in her eye, and deaf in one ear. Well, when she was coming to our foundation every day to train, she would drive by the prison where this man that shot her was being held until his trial. And she started having a panic attack driving down the road. And she comes in the foundation and she said, Mo, I did it. I'm like, what did you do? She said, I did what you taught me and it worked. I was like, what? I've taught you multiple things. What did you do? So she said, I was driving up the tollway and I started to have a panic attack. And I did what you told me to do and it brought me right back. It brought me out of it and I was able to continue on. It's like, that's incredible. So here's what it is. First, you have to breathe. And the breathing, if you're just joining, is diaphragmatic. So it's a nice slow breath into the nose and my belly expands. Now either out through the mouth or nose, doesn't matter. I breathe out and I draw my belly into my spine. Then I do that 5 times and I continue to do that. And then as I do that process, I audibly say to myself 5 things I can see. So for example, I'm driving. I see a white sticker. I see a yellow sign. I see a green sign. I see a blue sign. I see a black car. And I see gray on the road. That's 5. 4 things I can feel. I can feel my pants. I can feel my shifter. I can feel my shirt. I can feel my hat. I can feel my ear. 3 things I can hear. I can hear my engine. I can hear the road. I can hear my tires. 2 things inside of my mouth. I can either taste something in my mouth. I can feel my teeth. I can feel the inside of my mouth. Then 1, I take a deep breath, exhale, I'm present. And we've used that with multiple people, multiple individuals, and it pulls you right back into the now, into the present moment. Because what the thing is, the way this works, friends, is I can't say there's a blue Ford truck in front of me. There's a green sign that says 7200 south, half a mile. There's a yellow sign that says exit only. I can't say those things and be somewhere else in my mind, wherever it's taking me. It brings me back to now. So that's a very quick hack for you guys to learn how you can bring yourself out of a panic attack state or an anxiety ridden state and back to the present moment where you are here now, safe, and nothing's going on. So I will offer for you guys to try that. Try it anytime where it doesn't matter what's going on, but whatever you might start to trip out about, that's the process to bring you back into the present and ground you. And then when you're doing that, continue to do the breath, continuing to breathe, deep breath in the nose, open the mouth, exhale, draw the belly in the spine. And what can help when I work with people, when I work with my clients on this, I will have people do this once an hour. Because the thing is, guys, is when you were little, we all breathed properly until we didn't. And then we became shallow breathers. We breathe through our chest. Even if I say, and I've done this with well over 1,000 people now. If I just said, if I'm in a group of people and say, hey, I want you to close your mouth, take a big breath in through your nose. Everybody, watch this. They're going to go, and their chest is going to rise. That is the last thing you do. Because when I breathe through my chest, it's shallow. I'm only using about 10, maybe 15% of my lungs. And that's that sympathetic fight or flight state. Watch this. So if I'm panicked, how do I breathe? I breathe through my chest. When I'm calm, I breathe through my stomach. So that's how you breathe. So my challenge to you guys is, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Glad to see you on here. Thank you for joining. My challenge to you is, number 1, I want you to do this once an hour. Because listen, you're already breathing. We take an average of 22,000 breaths a day. If you put a little bit of intention and attention into your breath, it will, not can, it will do wonders for your stress management, for your stabilization of energy, for your ability to concentrate, focus, remember, digest food, sleep well, recover. Guarantee you, if you did this every day for a week, you will notice a positive change. So that's my challenge for you guys. I want you to try that. I want you to, and you can just set an alarm on your phone every hour. Breathe. And I want you to take 10 breaths. And you can do a popular breath, you might know this, is the box breath, but you don't have to do that. The best, one of the things you can do is, so count 4 seconds inhale, 2-second hold at the top, and then a 6 to 8 second exhale, drawing your belly into your spine. Do that 10 times every hour. And if you start, again, you start tripping out about some stuff that's going on in your life or the day or whatever, or your mind's going all over the place, do the breath and then do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let me know how it goes. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions, and I haven't done a YouTube live in a long time. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment and I will gladly answer when I'm not driving. And yeah, and expect some more of these. I'm going to start doing a lot of these lives here just to educate you guys and help you, hopefully serve you in a better way. Also, I'm going to start doing some meditations on here as well, some live meditations or some video meditations that you can do through the day, whenever you need motivation, whenever you need to calm down. And again, these are the meditations that I taught on a daily basis for a decade to adaptive individuals, veterans and civilians, helping individuals overcome the traumas and the stress of the things that happened to them, along with some language reframing. And I'll leave you with this. Remember this, if you're just joining and you didn't hop on the first part. The two most important words you can and ever will say are I am. Choose the next words wisely. See you later.